Thank you for taking some time for yourself. I wonder whether you've noticed how your mind enjoys scrolling through every embarrassing memory at 2 a.m. Almost like a conductor obsessing over every tiny note in a symphony no one else can hear. And whether you've realized how wonderfully productive it is to focus on things you simply can't control, like what your neighbor's lamp looks like, whether pets judge you, while the music of your own breath quietly plays beneath it all. And you can allow yourself to acknowledge the classic insomnia response, the one where your body is so tired, yet your brain refuses to harmonize, insisting on dissonance. And you, someone who experienced lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, imagining planning the entire global economy, all without moving an inch. And in that moment, the music of their thoughts seemed to echo across invisible dimensions, vibrating in patterns only the insomnia conscious can hear. You will notice that there is a small corner of the universe you can actually run. Your choices, your reactions, your decisions about what matters. You can experience this as a glowing neon sign on your chest, pulsating like a metronome in a darkened concert hall that says, "I am the CEO of me." Perfect. I wonder whether you've considered how this nightly habit of obsessing about the outside world will affect your sleep tomorrow or the day after, and whether you've imagined a future where these thoughts keep racing, leaving you groggy, irritable, dissonant, like a band out of sync where each instrument refuses to listen to the other. You can allow yourself to picture missed morning meetings, spilled coffee on your favorite shirt, and glaring at your screen while the chaotic music of your mind continues unchecked. You can have the experience of realizing how much energy is wasted when your focus is hijacked by what's outside. And perhaps notice how your inner rhythms, heart, breath, and imagination could otherwise flow in smooth harmonies, creating a dimension of calm right beneath the chaos. I wonder if you've ever considered if I overthink, what's the likely response? And whether you've noticed that the likely response includes feeling groggy and foggy, as if your internal music is playing in a minor key, becoming irritable, snapping at a partner, co-worker, or a suspiciously judgmental pet, making every task take 3 times longer because your mental instruments are all out of phase, experiencing more stress, anxiety, and yawning that could launch a spaceship reverberating across imagined dimensions, facing physical fatigue, headaches, and the delightful "I hate mornings" mood that lingers like a sustained, unresolved chord. You can allow yourself to realize that overthinking doesn't make the world more predictable. It only turns your internal symphony into a comedy of errors. And you can have the experience of shifting that energy inward, tuning your own body and mind, noticing how the music of your awareness could ripple across dimensions if only allowed to play freely. And you can wonder what it's like to notice how flexible your mind can be. Can you notice how, as you begin to relax, attention itself starts to fold, stretch and focus on some things while letting others drift away? And you can be pleased to realize that this is an experience of selective absorption, where you choose where you place your attention almost effortlessly. And you can begin to wonder when you'll notice how natural it is to experiment, to allow yourself to explore this space with your permission. You can notice a willingness to try new ways of perceiving, a soft curiosity about what it feels like when time and space seem to stretch or bend. And I want you to enjoy how your perception can alter, how your sense of time may expand or contract, how your body may feel lighter or heavier, and how your awareness may drift in subtle, delightful fluctuations. Now, of course, I don't know for sure what you're experiencing. Perhaps you're noticing the spontaneous shifts in awareness, and it's very rewarding to know that all of this is normal, kind of trance where your mind can explore and reorganize itself in ways that feel safe, gentle and refreshing. And I'd like to have you discover the joy of this flexible, multi-layered state. You will notice that there are layers to sleep, the body relaxing, the mind slowing, the imagination fitting across dimensions of sound and sensation. You can experience this as a kind of internal symphony with pulses, waves and vibrations interacting, overlapping and harmonizing, even when your conscious self is still whispering about the judgmental pet. I wonder if you've considered how your perception of sleep can be playful, fluid, multi-dimensional, like music drifting between keys, tempos and timbres. You can allow yourself to drift between these layers, noticing the body sinking, the thoughts softening, and the awareness of being both awake and almost elsewhere. A few years ago, I had been given a ticket to the Australian Ballet, a generous gift that landed me in row E, practically a front row view, a rare treasure for anyone who's ever waited years for a subscription seat to open. You never just move forward. Someone cancels, moves into a retirement home, and only then does your turn come. But that night, I didn't care about the mechanics of seats. I was here for the performance. And yet, the moment the dancers appeared, my excitement faltered. You can wonder what it's like to have imagined Giselle or A Pas de Cat by Jules Perrault. Can you notice how you expected lightness, a gentle bending of arms, torsos that arched with grace, movements that float effortlessly across the stage? And you can be pleased to picture the subtle interplay, the mirrored gestures, the flowing curves that create poetry in motion. And you can begin to wonder my reaction when all I saw was straight arms, rigid legs, upright torsos, movements so stiff that even a Rolex-wearing astronaut would have looked more fluid. With your permission, you can allow yourself to observe how it felt like watching technique without poetry, precision without soul, and yet the music shimmering independently still hinted at another dimension waiting to be felt. But then I closed my eyes. The music began. Deborah Cheetham Freyon, a specially commissioned score, poured into the hall like liquid starlight. Performed by the Opera Australia Orchestra, it transformed the theatre into another world. Notes shimmered, vibrations layered into harmonics and interference patterns, bending the air itself. It didn't just accompany the dancers, it created another dimension entirely. I remembered reading that Cheetham was the first Indigenous Australian composer to be commissioned by the Australian Ballet, that her music often carries the vast, star-filled quality of the cosmos, like her work Dutala, Star-Filled Sky. In that moment, it felt like hearing a cinematic theme for the first time, so expansive, so full of wonder, that the universe seemed to spill into the theatre. The music's resonance, its overtones, the way it physically vibrated through my body, it was physics made audible. Even without the choreography, even without the dancers, the music alone transported me, reshaped the theatre, filled the space with awe, and reminded me that sometimes a performance isn't about what you see, but what you feel. The artistry of Deborah Cheetham, her connection to heritage, her orchestral mastery, her vision, made the evening unforgettable. And just last week I found myself in a tiny country Australian town, lucky enough to get a ticket to see the Royal Australian Air Force Band perform Rhythm in Blue. The big band unfolded like a living, breathing organism. Every note was perfectly timed, every harmony locked in. Yet the music seemed to stretch beyond the room itself. The brass and reeds vibrated in precise resonance that made the air shimmer, as if it had shifted states oscillating between solidity and fluidity. The rhythm section drove the swing with a steady pulse, synchronizing the audience's senses. Melodies layered and intertwined like overlapping waveforms, producing rich harmonics that resonated through the body. Listening wasn't hearing, it was feeling the sound come alive, carried into a dimension sculpted purely by vibrating air and energy. In both performances, I realized something profound. Whether at the ballet or at the big band, music has the power to move beyond the visual, beyond choreography, beyond space itself. When I closed my eyes, I could float between dimensions, rhythms and harmonics, and in that suspension, I felt a quiet certainty that even when life's rigid, sometimes uninspiring, there is a place where wonder and artistry collide, and you get to feel it. And you can wonder what it's like to just close your eyes and focus on your breath. And I wonder if you'll be curious about how simple this choice is, especially if your thoughts are spinning and the world feels loud, when pets and people judge you most harshly. Now I'd like you to have a new experience, noticing the inhale, the exhale, the gentle rhythm of your body in a way that meets your needs. You can allow yourself to feel the breath anchoring you across dimensions, and you can wonder if it will surprise you when you feel your heart rate and breathing gradually slow. I want you to notice your muscles relaxing, sometimes fluttering as they release tension. Perhaps noticing your brainwaves shifting, preparing you for a softer reality. And you can be pleased to notice fleeting, hypnotic images, sounds, or sensations, almost as if floating or gently falling, weightless across dimensions. And I wonder if you'll enjoy how the body sinks, temperature drops, metabolism slows, and hormones quietly guide repair and restoration. Perhaps even noticing inhibitory signals, quietening unnecessary movement, your limbs heavy yet safe. And I'd like you to discover the second stage of sleep emerging. Sleep spindles and K complexes blocking external disturbances, heart rate, breathing and temperature stabilizing, your body perfectly tuned to receive the symphony of sleep. And I wonder if you'll be pleased to notice how skilled you are at deliberately choosing calm, closing your eyes and allowing awareness to flow inward. And I'd like you to discover the subtle pride of being competent in this space, knowing you can navigate dimensions of thought, body and awareness. Perhaps you wouldn't mind noticing that this same skill, redirecting attention inward, noticing what you control, applies beyond bedtime. I wonder if you'll be curious to notice how this ability flows into work, conversations, stressful moments, creating harmony like a conductor guiding an orchestra of experience. And you can wonder what it's like to drift, layers folding, vibrations merging, all awareness softening. Now, of course, I don't know for sure what you're experiencing, but perhaps you're noticing every subtle pulse, every breath, every shimmer carrying you further. And I'd like you to discover that the world outside can fade, leaving you weightless, resonant, harmonized, floating through sleep dimensions. And sooner or later, I don't know just when, you will drift fully into rest. All that really matters is allowing the symphony of your body, mind, and awareness to carry you gently into sleep. You're perfect just as you are.